Welcome back to Good Moms Bad Choices.
I'm Erica.
And I'm Milah.
And it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Okay, honestly, I know I can sing better than that because you saw my singing skills on the God. Jessica Rose episode. Everyone saw it. They said, wow, when's the album dropping?
No,
they did. They fucking did. They were like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. They like thought I was about to like pull some bullshit, and they were like, whoa, bitch can really sing. And I was like, duh.
I'm just gonna keep the conversation going.
The Wednesday, that was me just fucking around. That was me trolling you guys.
Oh, okay.
But if it's Wednesday.
Oh my God,
what Wednesday.
Whoa, what have we done to deserve all of this Wednesday? Wow.
I drink a lot of water today, guys, so I'm feeling really healthy. I'm on my first day of my water fast.
Oh, so it's just water
and tea.
For how long?
Last time I did 5 days. I'm gonna probably.
You're just gonna drink water and tea for 5 days.
I did it last time.
I thought you were drinking some juices or something.
Then I went to juice.
Oh, so you start water and tea for how many days?
First of all, I want to tell people I'm not a health professional. If you do this and you die, you pass out, it's not my fucking problem. This works for me.
Yeah. If you pass out, it's not my fucking problem.
Because people always ask me like, what is your routine? I'm like, you don't want to know my routine. It's not good. It's not. I don't know if it's healthy. I don't know if it's works for people. I know it works for me.
So it's water and tea, and then what?
It's water and tea for 5 days. I also do heated yoga during this time because I'm nuts.
She wants to pass out.
Because I want to pass out a little bit because you're not really doing anything unless you're passing out a little bit. And then I go into juicing for 5 days, maybe 7. And then from there, I eat raw for like 3 days. And then I go vegetarian.
So this is like a 2 week.
My birthday is in like 2 weeks.
So you want to die on your birthday?
Like, I want to be fucking snatched.
Okay, but you're not going to drink on your birthday. So if you drink only water,
that's by the time I eat food. I'll be eating food by then.
Okay. Wow.
But you know, the last time I did this fast, I realized how like I don't really need to eat. Like how food is really annoying.
Honestly, I agree. Food is really annoying. I'm addicted to it because they sprinkle a little bit of crack in it in America for sure. They're sprinkling a little bit of like addictive crack or something very addictive and harmful to your body.
Not addictive crack. I'm pretty sure crack itself is just addictive.
It's extra.
some extra
crack.
Additives to the crack
for sure. Because I go to the supermarket and my body doesn't feel good about it. Like I'm like buying stuff because I'm used to it, but I also know it's absolute bullshit. Like, have you ever had something sit in your refrigerator too long and then you're like, this is not food, there's no way this is
I literally just opened up Hawaiian bread that's been sitting in my cabinet, not even in the refrigerator, in the cabinet for at least 45 days.
Do you know how
much, one mold.
Do you know how much plastic has to be in our shit?
And I definitely put it in my daughter's lunch today.
I know. I do the same thing. She's like, I want Takis. I'm like, this is sugar and salt. Sure. It's disgusting. Even I bought some bananas, and I don't know if they were not organic, but they were green, so I had time for them to like ripen. They like stayed green but still ripened. I was like, this is not real. None of this shit is real. I'm stressed about it, but I think maybe I need to stop eating too.
Yeah, I know. When I was on like day 5 of the like around the last day of my water fast, I was like, because I was gonna go from water to back to like maybe vegetarian, and I was like, I'm good.
What day is today?
1.
Okay.
Day is 1.
I was just like,
but I was just like, on day 4 or 5, I don't know if anyone's ever done a water fast, but I've literally felt like I was becoming enlightened. Like something in my brain started shifting.
It's true.
And I felt something change in my brain.
Like less foggy?
Less like, well, super clear, almost like more joyful, and then just like more patient. Just I literally felt like Buddha a little bit. I was like, is this like the makings of Buddha?
Water is the makings of Buddha.
Well, that's why they always say people go on fasts.
That's true. But like you do have spiritual experiences when you fast. And every religion, no matter what religion you listen to, niggas be fasting.
I really felt that way. And then I really do. Like when I started to incorporate food, I was almost like hesitant. I was like, bitch, you have to eat. But I was like,
not
I don't
here,
really
not in America.
want to. I don't really want to. I was like, my body was so pure. And then I trashed the fuck out of my body after that. Like, I think right after that, we went to New Orleans, bitch.
I really want, if anyone knows the gangster gardener, I really want him to come on our show because we need to start a garden, bitch.
I know, I have a whole backyard.
I know. Why don't we have a garden? Why don't we, like, we're eating corn from God knows where.
Out of town too much. But yeah, so I'm doing my fast because my birthday is coming, and this tour and just the past month, I've just been not taking care of myself, and I feel it every time my body does this to me. It starts screaming at me. My insides hurt. It feels like they're on fire. I'm irritated.
It's really hard to take care. It's hard to take care of yourself when you're moving as quickly as we're moving. Like in Costa Rica, it's easier because we're eating real foods, because in Costa Rica, they don't poison their people with crack and plastic. So like coming back here is always like a terrible adjustment to the plasticky American food that they feed us. So I feel you. And also, yeah, we just got back from a tour. We've only been back a week, right? We've only been back a week, and we were gone for 11 days, and we went to 5 cities in 11 days. And yo, I thought that I was a rock star, but I'm not. I'm not a rapper. Like, I thought I had all the makings of like a super rock star, but
I think you do.
I
think I don't. I think I watched you. I watched you rock star your life away, and I had to take intermediate breaks.
I had to take some intermediate breaks at the end.
I felt weird. One time at the very end, Mira was like, "What's wrong?" I was like, "I don't know, but I want to cry." And she was like, "Are you sad?" I was like, "Maybe." And I was like, "I don't know." And she's like, "I'm worried about you." I was like, "Don't be." And then like a few days later, she's like, I think I'm cracking too.
I cracked. You know what? It's just, I don't know. It's like you have all this adrenaline built up about what you're about to do. And we did. We had so much adrenaline. We literally wrote the show the day of the show. Like the first day on Chicago, we had no show. We just were like, I think we should come up with a show now. We had like makings of a show, and then finally the day of the Chicago show, not like the day before, the day of.
But that's how we work.
That is, we work well under pressure, which I don't know if it's good for our mental health. It's not.
It's not.
It's really not. And then like we got into a fight. Then we got into like a little we got a little catty with each other because I was like, we need to go through this.
Oh yeah, you did. And I was like, I don't like the way you talk to me. I was like, I'm tired of your fucking facial expressions that you've adopted from your fucking boyfriend.
It was, you know, we work well under pressure, but we also may kill each other in the process. But yeah, and there's a lot happening. A lot happened. I don't know if you realize, a lot happened in the whirlwind of the situation.
What?
I mean, with you, like you were dealing with a lot of shit.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of shit popped up. I'm like, why right now? We have shit to do. I'm like trying to be a supportive friend. I also want to curse you out because we need to have a show. I was like, if I go on stage tonight and I don't know shit, I'm going to blame you. If I go up there and I don't know shit, I'm going to blame you. And there were a few moments I was just like, I forgot. But nobody noticed. I mean, you know what? Shout out to us for having a very honest show, because you can't really catch us slipping because we're going to tell you. I was like, I got to pee. I'll be right back, y'all.
She literally left me on stage to go pee. She was like, I got to go. I was like, okay,
guys,
well.
I got to pee. I'll be right back. Like, where in America have you ever gone to a show and the bitch said she has to pee? I'm about to sing this song, but give me one moment. I got to take a bathroom break. But overall, the show was amazing, even though we made it at the last minute. There's a lot of times throughout the show I was just like, we're crazy. I was like, we're ridiculous. There's a time in Philly. Every show is special, but there was like a time in Philly where our guests didn't get the memo they were coming out yet, probably because we didn't tell them, because we were telling too many things. And I was like, it's okay, let's just dance a little bit. 1 and 2. Do you remember?
Yeah, I do.
I was like, oh, she's not here yet? Don't worry.
I know, because I could see Orlando go run to the back to go fetch her. And then I saw her with her sub on a leash walking. I was like, okay, they're coming. Marley's coming, okay.
I was like, but in the meantime, just look at this dance move I can do. like a grown-ass kid. Like, look, Mom, look. I put on this new outfit. Literally, I was like, wow, this is crazy ridiculous of us. But it was great.
It was great. Our guests were amazing. I feel like every city had its own special little twist. And shout out to Tayomi in Chicago, Sir Marvelous in Philly. New York.
Sir Marvelous in New York.
Mistress Marley in Philly. Baby Mother and
Poor Minds and
Cocktails in Atlanta, and Samaya in DC, aka Sexual.Essentials. Like, it was just all perfect.
It was really perfect.
It was really perfect. And man, and then like selling out certain cities while we're on the road. Like, I just can't believe we sold out cities. Like, I'm just like, in cities I don't know people. I'm like, what?
I know. I was like, wow,
crazy.
You like me, huh? That's so cool.
That's so cool.
That's so cool. I was really like pretty, I don't know, like, not overwhelmed, but like first I was very nervous. I said it like 400 times. I'm sure you had listened. And I was like, I'm so nervous. And then I kept telling Erica, I'm like, it doesn't matter how nervous I am. We have to do it. I was like, no matter what, I still have to do it.
Yeah.
And then we did. In each city, it got easier, and I got more confident. And I still fucked up sometimes, but it was still like, it was the best, like the best. I cursed out somebody on stage.
She sure did. Yep. She did.
I was like, this bitch will get attacked, even if I'm on stage. I don't care.
I didn't know. I saw there was an attack happening, but I was like, I thought like spirit touched you and like spirit like just compelled you to like just go in. I was like, she's gone preacher mode.
No, it's just a bitch in the audience.
I know.
Just a regular bitch in the audience. One bad seed who wasn't even supposed to be there.
I know. Why the fuck did she was a weird, strange energy.
When Mistress Marley came on stage with her sub, I could just see. I just zoomed in on the bitch in the front, and she was like, this is wrong. This is wrong." Erica was like mid sentence. I was like, "This is consensual, and if you don't like it," I stood up out of my seat like, "You can get the fuck out."
She literally creeped up like a. I saw her like creep crawl, and her neck started doing this thing.
You know, I get
and then and I was like, "Whoa!"
I got like very feline, like like I was gonna pounce into the audience because I maybe would have, but I didn't want to embarrass us, so I continued the show right after I nipped it in the butt. And then the bitch tried to like participate later and raise her hand, and I was like, "Nah, bitch, you're not even supposed to be here. You lucky you didn't get kicked out by security."
The security.
Do you remember us walking through like the kitchen in our lingerie? Like
with the security?
Security. I was like, oh my God, we as professional stars, we got security. That security couldn't do shit if anything went down. He did.
I just don't know how we thought we were ever going to have a makeup artist do our makeup in any city. It would make it like, I don't know who or thought we were like, as far as planning goes, like it didn't matter how early we got to sound check. We were barely making it by a thread to the stage on time.
Every time. Every single time. There wasn't a time. I'm like, at some point in this tour, we have got to be on time. And, you know, poor Orlando. Not only do we like caddy out each other, but then we bring Orlando into the mix. Poor thing. We're usually only used to doing things alone, and like we couldn't have done this alone. So
no, there's no way.
Shout out to him. But
yes.
There's probably a couple times we almost like bit his head off too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I was like, I'm not your girlfriend. I'm your boss, and I'll bite you. I was like, is my relationship gonna last after this?
Oh, yet here you are.
Here we are. We made it.
There were definitely some really epic moments during the tour. One specifically in Philly where we had a competition and a bitch pulled her whole fucking wig off to participate. Literally peeled the wig off of her head.
We have footage, so David, we're gonna send you this.
Yeah,
footage.
we got to insert it right here.
Right, it was. Here. People were like, "I thought you planned that." No, bitch, you can't plan no shit like that.
Matter of fact, I don't even want to. It's got to go on Patreon because it was just that fucking good. It's that fucking good, you guys. And what she was doing for the reasons of pulling this wig off, Patreon only, because I think YouTube will kick us off
for sure. But overall, you know, I've come to the conclusion we are very spicy bitches. You know, when I think of our show in full entirety, first of all, we had family members come to our shows throughout.
You had family members.
I did. My family really showed up.
I don't think I'm ever gonna invite my family. Actually, well, I had my brother came, but
my cousin came to DC. I mean, my cousin came to Chicago. We didn't have any family in New York. We had like a lot of friends.
My man was there, but that was the first one, and I had to be like, "Hey, babe, so listen,
so
I'm gonna do something weird on stage, just so you know." And then he came to every show after that, so you know it broke him in real good.
Well, but that first show he came to, he kind of got the light version because
he did get the light
version.
Remember,
we had to
skipped it.
We had to skip some things. Wow!
But now he knows full throttle. He's full throttle.
He proud? Is he a proud boyfriend?
He is. He is proud.
I mean, we really pushed the envelope with our boyfriends. It's true. I mean, we really made it a point to get fine niggas in every city. We sourced them just so we could like rub on them and shit.
And we're not talking about our men. We're talking about other men that we bought and made them come.
We bought men. We didn't make them come, but we made them come to the show.
Yeah. They probably came after.
Yeah, they for sure did. I was like, this is the best $100 you've ever made.
It's true.
I'm going to rub up all over you. I'm going to grease you up with coconut oil, and then I'm going to dance all over you with my dance moves. and then you're gonna enjoy this shit. And they did.
They did. They. I think the finest man and men were in Chicago and DC. Those are the two finest men.
I could agree, except
yeah, I know.
You know what? I don't care how fine you are. If you fucking spray me with tequila in my fucking eye, the fineness is over.
That's true.
I thought he was fine, and then I was like, I hate you. Get the fuck off stage.
It was bad.
I was like, what the fuck?
There was a moment where Jamila asked for him to pour alcohol in her mouth, and instead of pouring it in her mouth, she literally, I watched it, just poured it directly in her eyeball.
I was like, do you hate me? What the fuck?
Yeah, and the other guy, I asked him to pour alcohol in my mouth, and he proceeded to fill my whole entire mouth with tequila. Like, not like a shot. Like, it was overflowing. I had to spit the whole shit out.
Brawley Gaines and your cousin are probably not going to get hired for this role again. Unless there's no alcohol.
They don't drink, obviously.
Yeah, well.
They fucking eat fruits and berries, because what the fuck? No one's ever poured some tequila, ever? Not even in a cup?
I mean, but like, when you come, is that how you come in bitches' eyes? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I literally could have cursed him out on stage. You
kind of did, yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Anyway, no, but Yahuru, he was a sweet, kind guy, and he was fine.
He was fine.
He was very fine. He only needed one of them.
I know. I wish he could have went on the tour with us.
I know. He seemed quiet, like he could do fine. The two guys in Philly were really kind too.
They were.
They took their role to the next level. They were selling merch, topless, and apparently City Winery wasn't feeling that. They made them put their shirts.
They did?
They made them put their shirts back on.
Really?
We actually got to call Kristen about that. I don't like that.
What the fuck?
Don't be telling my staff to put their shirt back on. This is the experience.
Wow, I had no idea.
Maybe because it was Sunday. I don't know.
They were tripping on Sundays and alcohols and things.
You know, we live in a very free state, so there's rules in other places.
I had no idea.
Yeah. What else did we do on this trip? We did a lot. We did a lot of partying. A lot. We had to really embody our full rock star selves in order to last.
We did. I did. I had to keep drinking, even though I didn't want to. I didn't want to drink anymore, but I had to.
I mean, it was part of the show. We got drunk every night. Day one, and when we had a show the next day and had to wake up at 5 a.m. for a flight, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
No, there was one night I had to tap out. Y'all went out. Even my man went out with y'all. I was like, I'm going to sleep now. You guys, good luck. Have fun. I'm going to sleep and rest. I think that's the only reason I survived. Plus, I had to get on a flight because mom guilt. I think we talked about this in an episode before where I said I was going to fly back to LA for one day. Oh, yeah, with Macy. I was going to fly back to LA for one day to see my daughter dance for 5 minutes, maybe 3.5 minutes. I did that. I left Atlanta, flew to LA, surprised Irie. She was super excited. Then took her to school in the morning. She disrespected me. My daughter's at the age now where she doesn't want to acknowledge me when I walk her into school, but wants me to walk her into school. It's the most confusing shit. Like, she wants me there, but 10 feet behind her. And obviously I was super tired. So I was like, what the fuck? I just flew out here. You better walk with me. You don't have to kiss me, but walk with me. Then that day we had the homecoming dance. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do makeup on her. I put all this glitter on her. I brought the glitter with me because I knew her friends were going to want the glitter. I'm going to be fucking cheer mom. Put the glitter on all these little girls. And she does her performance, and I'm like, oh my God, so great. Wow, it's so amazing. I go find her, and I can't find her. Finally, I find her, and I'm like, hey, babe, that was so great. And I try to give her a high five, and she's like,
she curved you?
She curved the fuck out of me. And I was like, hey, good job. And she's like, anyways. And I was like, what the fuck? I cursed her out.
I know.
Like an adult. In front of her friends. And I was like, you think I'm embarrassing now? I will embarrass the fuck out of you. And then I felt bad because I did curse at her.
In front of her white friends.
In front of her white friends. I also kind of cursed at her little friend too, because her little friend was being a brat too. And Sebastian was about to curse her out. And I was like, no, you are a stranger danger. I know this little girl. You need to relax. And then I had to take Irie to her friend's house because I was leaving on the red eye that night. And I was like, if I wasn't leaving right now, there'd be no fucking way you'd be going over to this little girl's house right now. I hope you fucking know that. And she's like, okay, mommy, okay. And then we get to the house, and I'm almost about to cry. My 7-year-old is going to make me fucking cry. And the mom is like, are you okay? I'm like, no. She's like, do you want to drink? I'm like, no. She's like, do you want to talk to my friends? I'm like, no.
Take my child. Bye.
I was like, take her. And then I said bye to Irie. She again played me. And then I went in the car and cried on the way to the airport.
And poor thing, when she got to DC, I was like, "Are you okay?" She's like, "No." I was like, "What?" She's like, "She speak to me. I'm not having any more kids. I'm just decided today." She was like, "I just decided this weekend I don't want to do this shit again. Because there's no telling they might be mean to you, and it's true. Parenthood is a thankless job."
It is.
I was like, "It is. They don't give a fuck. There's no."
It's so true. I was like, really, I'm still hurt by it.
Oh, my baby.
I literally brought it up like 4 times to her. I'm never gonna let her live it down.
I know. And then the thing I said something to her like, were you being mean to my friend at your cheer performance?" She's probably like, these bitches are nuts.
Oh my God. Especially after our time in Atlanta. We had quite a wild time there. So I was like coming down.
Oh, that was after Atlanta? After Atlanta, I came down. I was, you know what? Like,
I was coming down from my fucking show highs of all the highs of highs.
Well, I didn't think about it, but I think having a lot of shows like that, there's so much of your serotonin and your endorphins are running high, so much adrenaline.
It's up, down,
it's
up, down.
But when it's over and it's just so much like exchange, you're meeting so many people and you're getting like, we're getting so many kind words. I was like, whoa, like it's just like you see everything in real time. It is a lot. It's like doing a lot of drugs. It's like having a drug binge without the drugs.
That's what I mean. Like I'm coming down. Like it was so much. And then to be like, basically, "You're so amazing. It's so great." And then my daughter to play the fuck out of me. I was like, whoa, crashing. It's like the worst coke come down of all time. Like by your child.
Tour come down.
Jesus.
Tour come down has nothing on a coke come down. It's true. And then we got super crazy in Atlanta, mostly because it was my fault. And then I was pissed. And then I was mad at myself. And then I had to do like all this work. Like I had to do all this self work. And like, I don't know if it's because we were in retrograde during our tour, which I was like, why the fuck did we do this? Because we didn't confront the witches first. B, it was about to like now. I mean, Monday was a full moon. Today's a full moon. Wednesday, there's still like full moon energy. But I have been feeling so many emotions, and I really like. And I'm in Tantra School. So the day after our Atlanta show, I like was still drunk, and I was like looking, and I realized I'm like, oh my God, it's 8:30 in the morning. Pacific Standard Time. I have class right now. I couldn't get the internet to work. I was like in basketball shorts that were not mine and cowgirl boots in the lobby, drunk with my laptop. And I was like, I can't get the internet to work. I got to go to class. And someone was like, "It's okay, baby. You was not about to miss your class." Oh. So then I got on Tantra School and I was just like, I think I'm overwhelmed. And the bitch, my teacher was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "I might be drunk. I might still be drunk."
You told her?
Yeah. But you know what? It's like having this experience and being in school, Tantra is just teaching me to pay attention to like the pleasure, what brings me pleasure, and like in all the categories. But you have to, in order to think about your pleasure, you have to think about the things that don't bring you pleasure. And I've realized how much I haven't really paid that a lot of attention. We rarely really study our sources of pleasure, physical, spiritual, emotional, and we don't think about it. So sometimes we're doing things that are gratifying instead of pleasurable. They're like, they're people pleasing sometimes, or they're pleasing like you think it's going to. So I was just like having all these I was coming down. I was having all these eternal thoughts. I was drunk. I was in school, and I was like, I'm not happy. I thought it was going to make me happy. It made me pissed. I was just like all over the place. I was crying and shit. I had to literally sleep for a full day. And I just feel like with retrograde, with 5 cities, with the full moon that was coming, and I was on my period.
There was a lot. It was a lot, girl. It was a lot of energy. I just thought about me and my man having a fight at the sex club. We also made time to go to the sex club throughout this tour. We went to the sex club in New York, and me and my man literally had a fight in the sex club.
Not only did we go to the sex club. Let me be clear. We had a show, did all these things so that we stayed up all night to go to the sex club, and then drove to Philly right after the sex club. We got from the sex club, packed up the car, took a car to Philly. Me and Erica had to immediately go to a speaking engagement with children. We did a speaking engagement directly after leaving a sex party when the sun came out, driving to Philadelphia, going to a speaking engagement, and then we had a show 2 hours after that. It was the dumbest. I'm like, we're not adults. There's no reason we should have money and
Wait, I tried to be an adult, and then like last minute, I was like, "Fuck it, let's just go." I booked us a car. I was like, I found us a car that'll take us to Philly. No.
And then Orlando got mad at me at the sex party. I was like, we did all this to go to a sex party only for our niggas to curse us out? Like, this is stupid. I was like, they're ungrateful. I told Eric, I'm like, they are fucking ungrateful. We took them. We made this happen. And then we're the only ones that paid and suffered because we're dumb. Fucking on fumes. And Philly was a great show anyway.
Yeah, it was.
Wow. No one's going to hire us anymore if they keep thinking we're going to come.
Hey, it was great. You had a lot of great things to say. I don't know what I said at that speaking engagement. I literally told Jamila, I was like, bitch, I'm leaning on you because I have nothing left. And
I think, you know what? We wore the same outfits from the sex party to the speaking engagement. We didn't even change our outfits. We were just like, this is it. When she came downstairs in the same shit, I was like, I'm glad you're wearing the same shit because so am I.
I had no capacity to figure out an outfit, bitch.
Well, yeah, you know what? No matter how much talking we do, like we still have to grow up and do some self-reflection.
I feel like we've grown up a lot over the last 4.5 years, almost 5 years.
We have grown up a lot, but I there's always space for more growth.
Yeah.
And I'm always perplexed that there's more to do.
Because I'm not Buddha yet.
I'm not.
Maybe if I keep starving myself.
I think I'm going to start starving myself, too.
I don't think you can afford to starve yourself.
I know, but I need to be Buddha. What the fuck? I'm going to be this size no matter what. If I starve myself, if I eat everything. Yesterday... also, like, I haven't been alone a lot, so like I had a break. Luna went to the other side of this family, and like Orlando went to play basketball, and I was just like in my room. I started feeling like high a little bit, and I just cried. I just needed to cry really badly, and just like let it out, you know. Like I felt, I don't know. I feel like when we came back, I've been feeling like overwhelmed with gratitude, but having a hard time not feeling grateful, but I don't know, like, me and Orlando went for a hike, and he was, like, saying, like, oh, my God, something about, like, our love has moved so quickly. And I was like, mm-hmm. It's like, I know, it's so beautiful. And he's like, it's like you're saying it, but it looks like it hurts you to say it. And I was like, oh, my God. I was like, what? I've never had anyone, like, pinpoint how I was feeling with words so easily. And it was like, I am happy, but it was hard. Like, my face and my feeling was like, I don't know why. I'm like, am I an evil bitch? But I realized that I'm not used to things going this well. I'm not used to like feeling this good. Like I'm like in love. I'm going on tour. People are telling me they love me. They're giving me waist beads and shit. People are just giving us stuff. I'm like, this is too much. It's too good. I'm too happy. I'm like literally sometimes bracing myself for something to go wrong and looking for things to be wrong. And I'm like, nothing's wrong. And I realized that in that moment, he's like, I know you're saying that you're happy, but your face looks like you're mad about it. I was like, whoa. And I didn't even say anything because I was like, damn, I've never had anyone pinpoint the way I was feeling. I'm like, why am I feeling like it hurts to say I'm happy? And I was like, probably because I've never seen it. I've never seen that. I've never existed in this space before. Like where I'm not like, you know, like I find things to worry about. I find fear. I'm fearing the future. I'm fearing the past. I'm like, why'd I do this? Like obsessing over shit. Even like all the shit that we did, I was just like obsessing over it. And it's like, bitch, it's over. But it was just like, I'm having to, I realized yesterday in I was high, but I wasn't high cry session that I have to believe that I deserve it and believe that I'm worthy of it to actually be present in it. And if I don't believe it, then it's like I'm happy, but I'm fighting it because it feels foreign. I'm like, am I just an angry black woman? And I'm like, no, you haven't been in this place. Like I'll never forget Zosha telling us on her episode during Trigger, we're like happily ever after, and she was like white women.
For white women.
And I like chuckled in laughter, but it's true. Like if you only see people that don't, like if you've never seen it on yourself, it's hard to feel worthy of it when you're in it. And I'm like, I have the best friend in the world. I have the best boyfriend in the world, the best child, the best business. But I'm still like,
Mm-hmm.
Like, is it gonna, like, something gonna happen? So I just had to, like, take a moment to, like, cry that out and, like, shed those feelings of, like, like, you're safe. You like, when you have only existed in a place of survival, you do not know how to exist in a place of being present and just being happy and being not afraid of things to go wrong. Mm-hmm. So I just had to take a moment to tell myself, like, you're worthy, you're deserving, you worked hard for this shit, and, like, you did the work, and that's why you have a relationship that's, like, damn near perfect, and a friendship that's damn near perfect, and all these things that you deserve because you've done the work to get here. But like, I had to cry it out by myself. I was like, did I do mushrooms? I don't know.
I feel like for me, I have felt like, not that I'm not worthy. It's more so like, I'm always like, I'm such a futurist and thinking of, like, what's next, that it's really hard for me to be present.
A futurist? Did you just make that up?
I don't think so.
Oh, I never heard that word.
But, like, just, like, always thinking about what's next, because, like, I don't, like, things are shifting in my life, but not, I guess, like, financially, like, they haven't shifted in the way yet that I want. So therefore I'm not totally satisfied. And I'm like, okay, but when you get that financial shift, will you then be satisfied, Erica?
Yeah,
and that's like my biggest.
No, you will.
And that's like one of my biggest fears is, like, not being satisfied there. And then also, I'm still working through totally walking in my choices and, like, saying to myself, like, this is, whether or not this is who you are, this is what you're exploring right now and who you are. And that's okay. Like, thinking about some of the stuff we did, like, even our show, like, I was like, oh my God, was it too much? Did I do too much? Like, how is this going to reflect on me? Like, is this too much for our brand? Our brand's going to, like, literally I was having after the show, like, thoughts, like, thinking about, like, is it, like, are we toting the line of sex and, like, too much? Like, is Target going to pass on me? Is this brand going to pass on me? Is, like, is Beauty Blender, is my mom going to see this and be disappointed? Am I a disappointment? Like, am I doing too much?
I'm like, I can't show my daughter this footage.
Is this me? Am I being Jamila or am I being me? Like,
oh no, not it's me.
No, not you, but, like,
influence.
these are all thoughts I'm having. Like, am I walking authentically as myself, or am I being influenced by, like, other people or other things? Or, like, is this me? Like these are all things that, like, are, like, the sources of my anxiety, of, like, really being grounded and, like, these are my choices. This is what I'm doing. And, like, this is who I am right now. I might not be this person in 6 months. I might say, you know what? Hey, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. And, like, feeling essentially insecure about it in ways.
But I totally get that. Like, we're doing a lot. We're doing a lot on camera, mm-hmm. and we're doing it to ourselves. But I do, because I did a lot. And like I said, like, me. And then I was, like, mad at myself, and it made me realize not like, am I you or am I being myself, but, like, what choices have been my own and what choices have been because I thought it would be fun, and how many choices have I made that I thought would be fun, and then in it I didn't want to do anymore, and then didn't stop myself, and then really was upset with myself for days or months, and for me, like, maybe, like, harbored in my body forever. Or not ever, because I'm making the choice to release it. But I understand, like the exploration of, is this me? Is this what I want to do? Is this bringing me joy and pleasure and fulfillment? Or did it seem fun at the time? I think, like, we're in this, like, we're in our mid-30s. And I think when you function as a woman, especially in your 20s and your teens, it's heavily influenced by other people. Mm-hmm. And by being liked. Women, a lot of times in our society, women's value is about them being liked, and us being liked is about playing by certain rules, or being wifed, or our relationship status. And it's rarely because it's like, this is what I fucking wanted to do, fuck you. And even us being so deeply in fuck you, it's like, did I need to do that? Do I really want to do that? Am I that person? You know? And so it's a constant, like, figuring it out. But, like, it's even hard to figure out what's my voice and what's, like, things people have told me or me acting out in rebellion because I do that too. Like sometimes I see myself pushing envelopes even in my relationship because I'm like, are you gonna leave me? You know what I mean? Like it's just, but it's not like, but it's not necessary to do that to begin with. So I understand, like, I didn't feel so much insecure about the shows because we got a lot of love and stuff. I mean,
I don't want to say I don't feel insecure. It's just I think I've had questions about some of the things, like, would I do that again? If I did it again, like if we go on tour again, am I going to do some of the things that I did on stage again? Or will I? Or should I stand in that? Is that something that I really want to go forth towards even more so? Like just questioning all of the things, essentially. I feel like whenever I've acted out of my own normal character or like what I've been told to act like, I have anxiety because I've trained myself to act a certain way for so long. I've trained myself to really care deeply about what my mom thinks, and also like those people have also made me feel like, what would your daughter think? What would this person think? And it's like, people are always going to have thoughts, people are always going to have thoughts and people are always going to have opinions, but it's really about like, okay, what do I fucking think? What do I think about this choice? Like if I'm standing outside of myself, looking at myself, am I proud of myself? Am I saying, go girl, yeah, fuck that, go do that shit? Or am I saying, that was cool for the time. Like, do you want to do that again? Maybe not. I don't know. And like, that's what I think has been like me stepping outside of myself and really trying to like look at myself, look at my, my choices, look at even my brand and like think long term, what is the end goal here? Or what is the goal? Or what am I trying to feel? What is pleasurable to me? And sometimes that can feel overwhelming and confusing, and sometimes I have the answers and they're really very, very clear, and then sometimes they're not very clear.
It's not very clear for me. And I stand it, and you know what, I know what our brand is, and I know I see the end goal, like I see it very clearly, but I think just like personal, like
even like oh shit, okay, what is this? The blue dream is hitting. Whoa.
Welcome to our show, guys.
Oh god damn.
We'll be hitting that good shit.
Shout out to Kiss the Clay who gave us this beautiful ashtray.
It's called Kiss the Clay.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, love. I need to drink that, but also thinking that we talked about how like finding men that would accept us for who we are, and how like we've put, because of what we do, what we talk about, what we share, we've essentially X'd out a large population. We've essentially X'd out.
We've eliminated
a large. We've X'd out a very large population of men that would feel comfortable wifing us, essentially.
Oh my God, sounds.
It sounds horrible, but it's not. It's not horrible. Because I don't want those men.
A process of elimination,
and it wasn't gonna work out. But like now that I have found a partner that accepts me, and we've had and because I'm still learning, like I've said, like I'm going back and forth about I'm still learning exactly who I am, what my boundaries are, and like even that was like that confusion was even experienced in Costa Rica, like where it's like, well, yesterday you said this was fine and today it's not. It's like, well, because I'm still figuring it out. I'm figuring out what this looks like for me as a girlfriend, for me as a woman. Like I don't have all the answers all the time. And so sometimes friendships experience the byproduct of that.
Almost ended our friendship over this.
But like now having someone that, is super proud of me, and still feeling like this weird anxiety about like, okay, I have the safe space, but like,
Do you not believe him?
No, I do believe him. I think it's my own inner work, and it has nothing to do with anyone. And like, I think I maybe put this expectation of like, this partner's going to come in and then it's going to like, I'm going to feel totally safe in all of my choices. And it's like, I don't always feel safe in all of my choices. And I realize it's not because of a person, it's because of the work that I have to do to feel safe in my choices.
That is what I feel very like,
you know,
there's
it's
a
not
lot of
on
that.
anyone else. Like, there are things that he's healed in me, and like partners do that. Like, people come together and they heal certain parts of one another.
Well, also then it's also you've never experienced the safety of being able to be in a relationship and address those parts of you. I think for women, we're so busy pleasing our partners or performing in a way that's acceptable so we can be liked by 95% and not that we forget that it's only here. It doesn't matter. But if we're not feeling safe enough to do that self-work, it's difficult to do that. And now that we're in places that we feel safe enough to do that, now
it's almost like where the real work begins.
And it's daunting. And it's really about like, it's not even just like what brings me pleasure, but like even me feeling like happy but sad and like kind of like an attitude in ways, but having to question that, like, where is that spirit coming from? And like in every part of my life where that feeling comes up, that's not like super likable, because I thrive in feeling like I am a pretty bubbly, like friendly, loving person. But if I can't even address like the underlying darkness, and not even darkness, it's just like, are you really moving out of love right now for yourself, for others? Like even with my child, I read something recently about like, you can't possibly know how to parent or what's going to come up. And I think it was DJ Smiles. She had a post. You can't possibly know what's going to come up, you know, because you haven't parented before, and you only are really parenting the way you've had it done to you. So there are times where I'm like I said, I'm not being like a gentle parent, and I'm like, girl, like I'm not. And I'm having to check myself, but it's in those moments that I have to go within, even in like, look at my mom, look at my grandmother, and look at parts of them that I'm reflecting in myself. And like, I've been like, my mom just had a fucking attitude for no reason. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? My grandmother, like sweet woman, but sometimes like that mouth. But then seeing glimpses of that in myself and having to be like, I think we have to recognize, like, we do inherit certain things from our parents.
Absolutely.
Cellularly,
for sure.
And just be like, that's not mine. Like, literally saying that to yourself, releasing, that's not mine. Like, any insecurities, all, like, the root of everything is really where the shadow work begins. And it's not, like, necessarily beautiful. You know what I mean? Like, I realized, too, like, how I can have an attitude with people close to me, like, or just, like, I'll never do that with a stranger most of the time. You know what I mean? And it's like, what is that? How is it that we forget to like operate in that place with, you know, I always want to make strangers feel good. I always want to make people feel good because like that's my gift.
Well, you give strangers the benefit of the doubt more than you give the people that you love closest to you, because you've experienced them. Strangers you haven't really experienced. It's easy to love them.
True.
You know? But no, I feel you. I feel that a lot. I feel like even just trying to like, not like with that quote that she said, or the whatever you saw on her Instagram, like me not have, I don't have certain tools. I have to build them. I have to start from scratch because I don't possess certain tools that I need to, as a woman, as a mother. And that's been one too. Like, because I didn't receive something as a child, I saw no example of it. Me having to now almost like I have to face it because I have to have these tools for her. So it's like,
you have to remind yourself to constantly
talking to her
them.
as like, as a single mother to her whose father is not around really. Like, how do we have these conversations? Because I've never had this conversation with anyone ever. Like, even like that wasn't given to me either, because like that just, I mean, not that it wasn't given to me, but it was just like, I don't know, like, my mom did try, but it wasn't in the way that I think I needed. And that's not her fault, you know? And like, same with Irie. It's like, I'm trying to learn what she needs, but like, I might fail, you know?
Right.
Like, because I'm literally building these tools it's like I'm walking and like building something at the same time. Like, I'm just like grabbing things like, okay, well this maybe, okay, let me try that. Okay, that didn't work. Let me ask this person.
If you've never seen it, how do you do it? And it's like big, and but
you do it. You just do it. And that's what I realized too, is like, okay.
And sometimes you're going to do it wrong.
I was really sad about this feeling because I've been feeling it for like a while now. And then I was like, literally the other day, I was like, okay, so your work, like I really feel like I'm finally figuring something out. Something is happening, like where I'm like, I feel like there's just more space in my life lately, or I'm really allowing it to be, and I'm being able to understand and be more intuitive to what she's needing. But I just feel like also, like you don't know what you don't know, like you said, like, and I might not get it right. And that's okay too, because that's part of the whole journey of figuring it out. But I don't know, I was reading something about this full moon, and it was saying something about like it's a heavy one for some, especially like I think it was Sisters Village Instagram. I don't know if you've ever looked.
Yeah, I think we follow them.
Yeah, they're really good. And she was saying like, tell me your rising sign, and I'll tell you what the effects of this moon has on you. And so I was reading the comments, and it got to Scorpio, and it said like something about what was it? I want to read it. Did I take a screenshot of it? I hope I did. But it was just like basically inner child work, healing your inner child, like working on a very important relationship, really finding the time to do it, and like right now, like that's like so important to me, because it's crazy. I see the change in her. I see that she is literally like, there's a shift happening.
Yeah, this age right now is like from girl, like little girl, to like young lady. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, you're a person. Oh, you're communicating clearly. Oh, you're having feelings and thoughts and opinions. It is like, Luna has told me some stuff in the last week, and I'm like, who the fuck are you? And I'm like, oh yeah, my fucking child. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, and doing it differently than our parents did. I don't know, like I wasn't sheltered, but I like my parents talk to me like a human, and so I try to let Luna feel comfortable enough to be honest, but I'm like overwhelmed by the information that she knows, because it feels like, damn, you're a fucking adult.
This is what it said. It said, for Scorpio rising, this full moon is guiding you to reevaluate your daily routine and how you spend your time. Are there things you shouldn't be spending each day doing or doing less of? It's calling you to release yourself of perfectionism and allow yourself to surrender to the flow of life. And so like, that's what I think is like happening to me too. I'm just like, I'm not going to be perfect.
Yeah.
There's no way, like, because even the pressure of having a platform like what we have, like where we talk openly about like trying to reparent ourselves and reparent our children, and, you know, do all this work essentially, and then still in some ways fail, like in this work that we're doing, like privately, essentially, like it just like, it feels overwhelming sometimes and daunting. Like, I have to get it right.
Right. Like,
I have all the resources.
Like, am I supposed to give a fuck? I'm not supposed to give a fuck.
Yeah. It's like, what's yours? Yours is Leo, right?
My rising?
Yeah.
Yeah, Leo.
Let me see if I can find it. But yeah, it's been like feeling that way, but I feel different on Leo rising. For Leo rising, the full moon is guiding you to reflect on the stories you have been telling yourself and how they have been holding you back from your growth. Connect with what life means to you. What do you want out of this life? But yeah, so... but me and Irie so I was like literally on Discord the other day crying in the carpool line at Irie's school, because I asked everyone on Discord, like, I need advice, because I was feeling really defeated after the way she treated me, honestly. And then you telling me like that thing, like she like my nanny said she was being mean, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is not my child. Like, what is happening? And I've been noticing her behavior, and I'm like, I just feel like I'm seeing things that, like, granted are just probably, 7-year-old things, but also like, okay, what can I do to like nurture this more, like figure this out more? What am I not doing? And so I'm like on Discord, I'm like texting the Discord, like moms, like, mom emergency, help me,
mom emergency,
help! Literally. And so all these people started messaging me all this great advice. Like, man, I'm just so grateful for like the community we have, because there's so many different perspectives, and there's so many like older parents, like people that I call on and be like, hey,
what'd you do?
What didn't you do?
Right.
Tell me what to do.
Right.
What would have worked for you? Like, be specific. I need a specific thing. And And so, yeah, they were all messaging me. And then, like, that, I picked her up and I was like, hey, so I've decided that every Thursday we're going to have a mommy-daughter date. We're going to go home. We're going to get dressed up and we're going to go pick a place. You pick this week. I pick next week. And she was, like, so excited. I was excited. Then my phone died. I was like, bitch, this is supposed to happen. Like,
Right.
This is what it's about. Like, I'm supposed to be here. Like, I need to really be able to commit to this connection with her. And, like, it made me feel good. It made her feel good. And, like, I just feel like sometimes working parents, like, it's fucking hard. Like, you're trying. I just felt like I've been in this mode of just, like, did you eat? Did you do your homework? Go to sleep. Did you eat? Did you do your homework?
Right.
Play date? Okay, here. Like, or it's like there's no real special time that I've really carved out really just for her. And I'm excited to see how that moves the relationship forward. But, like, it's just been a weird time. I've been crying a lot and trying to figure this shit out.
Well, it's okay to cry. You need to cry. You need to move the emotion. I realize, like, it's really important to cry. It's really important to feel, and, like, it's okay to cry even if you don't know why you're crying. It's important to, like, let it all come out however it comes out, and it's important to move your body.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy to have so many emotions. Like, they're good. Like, the tour was amazing. I'm so grateful. Then there's, like, this, like, like, emotional of, like, vulnerability with my daughter. Then there's, like, anger because my baby daddy's is not shit and he's a fucking asshole. And then I'm just like, why did I choose you? Get out. Like, please, God, why? Just remove this person from my life. And then I have this amazing man who's just, like, the shit, amazing, but also he challenges me as well, and, like, we challenge each other, but in like the best way possible. But, like, it's all, like, a lot of energy exchanges happening currently in my life, which I know it feels like this grand tornado that's going to, like, shift a lot soon and is already on its way shifting. So I don't know. It's life is lifing.
Life is lifing. Mm-hmm. But you know what?
And I'm turning 30-something.
Yeah, 30-something.
Then I'm turning 30-something.
And I think that's too. It's a lot. There's a lot happening.
Yeah. Which is fine. It's fine. I look good and everything's good and I'm young and it's fine. It's just like...
You're having the best time of your fucking life.
I know. Birthdays are so weird. I don't know. It's like I don't want to do anything, but I know when it gets, like, on the day, I'm going to be like, why did I decide not to do anything? Now I'm mad and I want to hang out with my friends, but also, like, leave me the fuck alone.
Such a fucking Scorpio.
Yeah, well, it's almost Scorpio season. It is Libra season, and they matter, but I'm just going to go ahead and just declare it Scorpio season now.
Okay.
It's Scorpio season now.
Mm-hmm. All month, Scorpio season. What a beautiful thing it is to feel, though, right? Like, at least we feel. It lets us know we're alive. And we're self-aware. Thank God for self-awareness and for the ability to grow.
Being self-aware is the greatest gift. It is. And it's also my greatest curse. Because sometimes a bitch wish she could just be like, whatever, I know it, but whatever. It's, like, too much. Like, it's too much sometimes.
It is so much. There's so many feelings. I feel so much. I'm like, is this because I'm a Cancer? What the fuck? It's too much. I get tense. Literally, I freeze up. There's too many things in my head. I'm just, like, worried about too many things. Everything is feeling hard.
I feel like, though, I do feel like I have more space, though. I've been getting more space. I'm tired as fuck, but literally I feel like I have more space in my brain over the last few days. I think because I've just
Is the water? The water in the tea?
I think I've just been, no, I don't think, no, it's not that. I think because it's been a weekend and I really didn't do work. I really was like, I looked at stuff and I was like, Monday. And I never do that. I'm always like, okay. But I just feel like there's space in our business too because we're investing in our business in a bigger way to create space in our lives. It's important. And sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you have to, like, do whatever it has to do, whatever you have to do for that sanity and space.
Sure.
So I'm grateful to be able to do that. I've worked really hard and we've worked really hard to be able to do that. And to people listening, like, you've worked really hard to be able to create space in your life too. There's different ways that you can create space and we have to do it or else we will go fucking nuts.
I know, that's what I keep thinking, like, how, like, sustainability. Like, how long can we go like this?
Mm-hmm.
How long can our kids go like this? How long, like, because like, we realize how quickly time moves when we see our kids like
Mm-hmm.
become huge overnight.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's where I think I'm at with it too. It's just like, okay, wait, hold on, what? Let's recalibrate here, because like this is important, but there's a lot of other things that are important.
How am I going to be feeling at the most high? Like how am I making use of my time where I'm like really having a good life? Like I feel really good about where I've put my time, what I'm doing, who I'm with. I don't feel bad about shit I shouldn't feel bad about. I can literally just be in joy and love, like not some underlying shit, not some like just really how can I maintain being happy and having peace? And sometimes it's like, yeah, making it happen.
Boundaries and finances. Boundaries and finances. But that's why you have to listen to our episode with Luce, because she's the money witch and all of it's possible. And it's October. It's Witchy October, guys. And there's witchy vibes and there's a lot of magic. And it's really about pulling all those things together and like acknowledging the things, right? We just acknowledge them, but then also like getting activated in them. And that's also what I've been feeling too. It's like when I just feel activated, I'm like, okay, I can do this. I got this.
Yeah.
And believing that. And it's a full moon. It's Wednesday, but the full moon energy is still from Aries moon is still present, and it's still vibing and doing its thing. So if you're listening to this, I encourage you to go home, write something down, think about what it is that you want to release or indulge in, because it was also saying that this moon is all about like also kind of tapping into like your childlike energy.
Mm-hmm,
like,
I saw that.
Like being laughing, dancing, doing cartwheels. Maybe that's what I need to go do. I'm gonna do some cartwheels. Do a cartwheel today. See how it makes you feel.
It's usually pretty fun.
Mm-hmm. Don't hurt yourself.
Stretch first.
Just like I don't advise you starve yourself like me. Also, if you do a cartwheel and you hurt yourself, it's not my fault.
Starve yourself and then do a cartwheel. You're gonna be free as fuck.
It's the 818 diet.
Tea and alkaline water.
It's the LA diet.
At
guys.
least. Also, I read
1 cartwheel a day.
I'm reading Debbie's book, and there's a therapist, a famous family therapist that says 4 hugs a day is for survival, 8 hugs a day is for maintenance, and 12 hugs a day is for growth. So make sure you're getting your 12 plus hugs a day.
12. Make it 12.
Make it 12 or more.
Which one's survival for?
4.
Oh, damn.
But like, just, yeah.
That feels like it. Oh my God, it is like for survival. It's like, hi.
If it's like the half hug. You gotta give people like deep, long hugs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cuddle people.
I'm gonna pull a card because I forgot to at the beginning of the episode.
The 2 of Wands.
2 of Wands.
Let me see, bitty tarot.
We also have an advice question today, guys. It's been a while since I feel like we've done advice questions.
These are such beautiful cards. 2 of Wands. Personal goals, inner alignment, fear of unknown.
Personal goals.
Wait. Progress, decisions, discovery. Wait, that was reverse. Personal goals, inner alignment, fear of the unknown. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of pop-ups. You must have a very popular site.
It's become very popular. It's all because of us. They blew up. They didn't know why.
Blew up because of Good Mom.
People do ask about them a lot. They really do.
We need a partnership with Biddy. 2 of Wands upright. The 2 of Wands takes the spark of inspiration from the Ace of Wands and turns it into a clear action plan. You went through the discovery phase, and now that you want to manifest, went to the discovery phase and know what you want to manifest. Now you need to figure out how. You're exploring your options and carefully plotting out the path ahead, accounting for all possibilities and potential challenges. You are open to growth and exploring new territories, so long as you maintain a level of certainty that efforts will work out in the end. When the 2 of Wands appears in a tarot reading, you are not ready to make your move. It is more important that you establish a clear path before proceeding. The Two of Wands is also about discovery, particularly as you step outside of your comfort zone and explore a new world and experiences. It may take courage to set out, but this card gives you the confidence of self-knowledge. You know what your goal is, and you are sure of its eventual fulfillment. Let your intuition and passion guide you as you confirm your next steps.
That resonates a lot.
You have already come so far, and now you feel ready for the change, this time with your long-term future in mind. You may be contemplating overseas travel, further education, or a significant career switch to expand your horizons beyond your immediate environment. Okay. With careful planning and moderate approach, you will set yourself up for success.
Yeah. That's kind of how I feel too. Like just planning out and like really taking time to really decide how I can nurture different parts of my life right now.
The 2 in tarot often represents decisions of some sort. With this 2, you may make a choice between sticking with what you know or taking a risk. You understand the world has something bigger or more meaningful to offer you. Yet you also realize that you must leave your familiar grounds to capitalize on the opportunity. Even though you already invested a lot into your current circumstances, it is imperative that you step out and explore your options.
I'm exploring all parts of what brings me pleasure right now, publicly and privately.
Right.
You know, publicly and privately. So, what's that? That was the 2
of Wands.
Do you hear my stomach?
Yeah, I did.
My stomach's growling, guys, because I'm starving.
818 diet.
Guys, I'm not starving. Don't worry. I'm not anorexic. Jeez, this is a trigger warning. Hold on. This is not anorexia. I want to be very clear here.
It's a spiritual 818 detox.
It is. I'm going to start praying tonight.
You're supposed to pray instead of eat in place of your meals.
I know. I'm good. I told you tonight's the night.
Okay.
I started praying last night. I did some manifesting. Me and Irie did some manifesting last night. We lit some candles, said some things.
We did too. We wrote our ancestor money. We burned it. I gotta release it. I left some eggs at the crossroads. All the things.
Perfect. Beautiful. We have an advice question.
Okay.
And this is from it's a mom advice question. It's very rude, actually.
It's rude?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, I just started listening to your show, and wow, I'm so glad I found it. I love you guys. Love you. Can you please give me some advice to single moms who have been dumped by a long-term boyfriend because he just wasn't ready to spend his free time with me and my kid? My boyfriend of almost 3 years finally met my 5-year-old daughter, and after hanging out with us a few times, he said he didn't feel right and didn't like that he was just there. I'm feeling at an all-time low now. I'm afraid no man will ever want me because I'm a mom. Plus, I'm 34 now, and all my friends are married and live far. I can't even go out nowadays. Help.
Fucking rude.
Rude.
What the fuck? First of all, thank God.
Thank God, first of all.
Thank God that he was he just kept it moving.
But let this be a lesson. Don't wait 3 years to introduce your kid to your... Don't. Why did you wait 3 years, the girl?
She
why?
was 2. Yeah, I think that we do ourselves a disservice when we wait so long because then people don't get to know you as the mom that you are.
There's a real whole other side of you, probably one of the largest parts of you, especially at that age, because your daughter is 2 years old when you met this man. You're in it. He is not experiencing this person of that is you. So coming into a space like that, no. I don't even know why he would have waited. I wouldn't even waited that long. I'd be like, I need to meet your child.
Right. I mean, and honestly, let the week move on. You know, if he's not about that life, good. Keep it moving. I'm happy you're honest with me, but I wouldn't give up. There's definitely men that will love you and love your child, and you're still worthy. It doesn't matter if you're a mom
for sure,
of 1 or 3 or 5, whatever the fuck. If you want love, that's something that is accessible.
Yeah,
and the right one, the right person that gets it. And if they
But you
don't,
have to be honest about your motherhood. Like, you cannot be, you kind of hid your motherhood from him too. Like, I don't know what the circumstances are. Like, you know, if you want to further explain or not explain, if you want to further share, like, I'm interested to know, but like, you hid your child too. Like, you manifest these kind of situations when you hide parts of, especially major parts of yourself like that from someone who's supposed to love you. Like, especially, I'm sure after 3 years, I hope you guys are in love. Like, fuck that guy. But also, next time, I recommend, if you feel
not like first date, go to Chuck E. Cheese or no shit like that.
Yeah, but like, I recommend like reconsidering like the time in which you wait to introduce, or at least, I don't know, present.
It's also doing a disservice for your child, because she's like, who the fuck is this?
The fact that your mother is like the coolest part of you, actually. You're a natural nurturer. You know how to take care of a person. Like, you have this amazing, incredible, yes, anxiety-filled responsibility. But it's literally like, I look at motherhood as like, that's my biggest flex. That's my asset. Like, I have no qualms or ways, or like, there's nothing around it at this point, you know? So just start trying to look at it that way. Definitely don't look at it as that. And 34, you're young, girl.
And also, like, I have a kid. I'm a mom. I have shit to do. I don't have time for any bullshit. So if you're on some bullshit, it's best you let me know now. I don't have a lot of time to play games. Yeah. This is what I want. This is what I don't want.
And you can go out with your married friends. Go out with your married friends. This is not like, you don't have to, I mean, obviously I know you guys are living different lives, but make new friends or go out with your married friends. Don't not go out and make excuses to why you can't go out. Like, it's not even about going out, but like,
go outside.
Go outside. Definitely go outside. Meet people. Yeah. Connect. Join our Discord. That's what Discord's for. Go join the Discord, make some friends,
and meet up.
Yeah. So, I'm sorry that happened to you, though. That's trash. It's really whack.
Do we have a Hori?
Yeah, we do have a Hori. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, it was a pegging Hori.
Oh, I love those. Send us all your
It was a pegging Hori. One moment, please, while I find the pegging Hori. Proceed with caution. This is from an OG listener. Shout out to you. And it goes a little something like this. So I was dating this woman at the time, and she was very lesbian. Very lesbian.
Not a little. I know the type. No, just kidding.
She was a total top and never wanted to receive, which is cool, but was new to me back then. I was 22 and I was young and dumb and full of cum. Okay. We're straight to it, huh? One day I heard her talking with a gay boy best friend about how she topped him. I was so curious. That was the first day I heard about pegging. My mind was blown, and I was full of dirty fucking fantasies. So of course I jumped on the internet and joined some gay hookup site. For some reason, I thought only gay or bi men would be into this. Ha ha ha. Since the site was a traditionally gay man site, and I was definitely a beautiful big titty chick, I decided to be fully upfront and post it in my bio. I was there to meet someone who wanted to peg, strictly for experimenting and no ongoing relationship. My inboxes flooded.
Wow, I never heard someone hear about a kink and go full-fledged, like, I have to do this. Getting a gay profile just so I can fulfill this.
She has big tits, okay?
She's ambitious.
She has big titties, and she's going to get what she wants.
I like it.
I was so surprised. Even straight dudes who just wanted to fuck me, which I was confused about. But hey, the internet is a safe space. I had my pick of the litter, so I decided I wanted the hottest, most masculine straight man with muscular body, tattoo, tall, dark, and handsome. Okay. Because at the time, I was fucking mostly women, and the hard body was missing in my sex life. Okay. After finally talking for a while, we decided to meet up. I met the guy at Starbucks first to make sure I felt safe with him.
Starbucks? Not even like a night bar?
They went for croissants.
You're getting coffee
and a chai latte.
You're getting coffee to discuss pegging in the daylight?
Just to meet him to make sure she felt safe.
Okay. She's...
Okay. He was 6'2", ripped. You know this person. He was 6'2", ripped, light green eyes, dark hair. He wore his wedding ring on one hand, which gave me a girl boner. He admitted he was stepping out on his wife to fulfill his desires because he felt uncomfortable admitting to them to her.
Oh, no.
Of course, my moral compass was off that day, and I was thinking with my dick. So my devil horns were showing. My pussy was so wet for him, and I was ready to get it. He was opening up to you, and all you thought about was your pussy. Oh my God, I love this bitch. He followed me back to the apartment. We walked to my room, walked past my gay roommate, and I threw him a wink.
I got one of your kind.
As we entered my room, I had already set the scene for him. Dildos on the bed so he could pick his size. I had some other toys set out. I was surprised that I wasn't nervous. I was fully tapped into my top energy and felt so powerful. He was 6'2" and super muscular and strong, but he had such a soft, sweet personality. I knew he was about to be my little bitch. Wait, the way she wrote this, strip slowly, as I said to him. Oh, no, strip slowly, I said to him. Make sure you keep eye contact with me. Okay.
Well, I really like how she's going from Starbucks straight to like action.
He stripped down. His body was beautiful, every muscle so defined. His dick was smaller than I expected. I laughed. He liked it, and I could notice him smile as I laughed. I walked up to him and grabbed his penis. What the fuck is this? All this body, and where's the rest of this cock? He smiled and shrugged. Okay, so he is a sub. Got it. Get down on your knees, you little slut. As he got down on his knees, I grabbed his chin and made him look up at me, stuck my fingers inside of his mouth, and made him suck. You're going to be my little bitch today and obey every single command. If you are a good little bitch, then I will fuck the shit out of you. Then I will fuck the shit out of your tight asshole. His eyes widened with joy, and he choked on my fingers and teared up. Stay on your knees and rest your head on my bed. Put your arms behind your back. I handcuffed his hands together. Now hold still. This is going to sting a little.
Not a little bit.
Sting? I dripped candle wax down his muscular back. His muscles flinched, but he did not move. He let out small moans with every drop. Watching the wax harden on his back was turning me on way more. Oh my God, I suddenly had an idea. I needed to save this memory forever. I asked him for consent to record our session.
Oh my God, I need the video.
Can you send the video?
What?
I need to see this video. You know who you are. Send the video. He consented, and so I invited my roommate in to film us. He was elated. He grabbed my digital camera and was getting all the angles.
Digital camera.
With my roommate in the room, the music pumping, this fine-ass man at my fingertips, ready for me to use and abuse him. I felt high. I needed that ass right now. He got on all fours. I made him look straight into the camera and prepare for entry. His mouth was watering. I lubed up his ass and rubbed lube all over my dildo. I traced his crack with my dick and rolled the tip around his asshole. His body quivered. I started to push my dildo into his ass, and he let out a deep breath. My clit jumped, and I felt the wolf inside me. Howl! My friend made eye contact with me from behind the camera, and he says, oh, he likes it. He had a great view of my little bitch's face. And him being a gay man, he knew when a guy was enjoying that ass fuck. Oh my God.
That ass fuck.
Oh my God. This is so long. Wait, this is okay, girl. Hold on. We might have to skip through some of this. Okay, where's the howling? Okay, He loved the feedback. Wait. I continued to.
Where did she get a dildo this quickly? Like,
I switched positions and made my little bitch get on top to ride me, and I rubbed on his chest and complimented how sexy he looked riding me. He loved the feedback and the dirty talk. It was so intense and passionate. We made heavy eye contact as he grinned deeper into. Oh God, Jesus, not grinned.
Grinded.
Yeah,
grinded deeper. Explicit.
Into his. Yeah, we want to. This is, I don't know. You like this kind of porn though, don't you?
Pegging porn? No, not really.
No, okay, because this is not turning me on at all.
I don't like pegging porn. I like bisexual.
There's part of it is like definitely like the little bitchness of it all. I fucked him slow and told him I want to see him shoot his load on his chest, fucking him hard, stroking his cock fast, looking him in his eyes as I told him, you're such a good slut, taking all the dicks like a good boy.
Can't wait to find out who this is.
I stroked along with the rhythm and started to moan. He shot his load and hit it all over his own face. I screamed in ecstasy, mind blown that we had just come together on the first time fucking. We all let out a laugh and a huge breath. I looked over and asked my roommate, "Did you get that on camera?" "All of it," he said.
What a down-ass roommate.
Oh, wow.
That's a good roommate.
Oh, God, the story gets worse.
There's more?
Wait, let me just read this last part. Oh,
Your
God.
face.
Wait, I let the man go shower while my roomie and I sat on the bed and shook our head, blown away by what had just went down. I knew then that pegging was one of my all-time favorite things, and I was hooked on the power it gave me. I showed that video to anyone who would watch. Eventually, my backpack got stolen with my laptop and camera in it. I wonder if whoever stole it got to see that video. I'd love to run across it on some porn site someday. Def great homemade film. The best part about the story, about 7 years after this, I was at a company Christmas party for my friend's work. I was sipping a beer, panning the room, and a tall man caught my attention. His back was turned towards me, but something about the back of his head looked familiar. He turned around and boom, it was my little bitch. We made quick eye contact, and I got so flushed I had to turn around quickly. My friend noticed my energy shift and asked what was wrong. I told her that guy over there was the first guy I pegged, and she was like, "Jason?" She happened to work with his wife and daughter.
Oh, no.
I noticed they had left shortly after we made eye contact and never saw my little bitch again. But I have made men my bitch since, and they were always very grateful.
How many bitches?
Men.
Oh.
She has since made other men her bitch.
Oh, wow. You know what?
And they were always grateful for her.
For her guidance.
Yeah.
That's the story of one determined bitch who was
Wow.
going to figure out if that was her kink. And
I did not read that first before reading. I also didn't know how long it was. It was a novel. Wow, that's our first pegging. Oh no, it's not our
No,
second.
it's not.
Second pegging?
I think we've had a couple.
We had one on Juneteenth.
That was
I'll
a
never
good one.
forget that one.
That was a very important one.
Mm-hmm. So that's it. That was it for our horror stories. And if you have horror stories that you'd like to share on the show, please message them. We need more horries. We need good, juicy, well-written, short horries, like maybe like 3 paragraphs maximum. Send them to production@goodmomsbadchoices.com.
Subject line, Hori.
Subject line horries.
So I think that's a wrap, my friend.
Yeah. Ready?
You ready?
I'm going to go do yoga. Heated yoga.
Die a little.
I'm going to go do heated yoga and drink alkaline water.
Where do you go to heated yoga? In Sherman Oaks?
There's a few different ones.
Oh, okay.
A few different ones.
I got to be like K-Cola and not tell our location.
Which specific one? What time? What teacher?
I don't even know our general vicinity.
I live in Alabama, guys. I actually don't live here.
Well, this has been nice. I love you.
Love you.
I love you very much.
I love you very much, too.
And you're beautiful.
Thank you.
You're going to have the best birthday ever.
Woo!
Woo!
Can't wait.
A fine-ass friend.
30-something, here I come.
She's so fine.
Oh, my God. Thank you. I'm excited for my birthday. It's more,
a good one.
It's good. It's life. I'm getting better, bitch.
I know.
I'm getting better.
I'm
I know.
watching you, bitch.
I know. I'm getting better, and it's crazy. I think it's just more so like thinking about the mortality of life. I've been thinking about more like, damn, it's really short.
It is short in the bigger scheme of things. That's
This
why
shit
it's
is
like
short.
we need to be in pleasure the whole time.
Yeah.
Like it's too short to be like mad about shit. You don't even know why you're mad. Just be like, be happy. This is the best shit ever. We're living a dream.
We're like, fight for it.
Yeah, fight to live. If I'm gonna fight for
to be
anything,
happy.
it's to be healthy, to be happy, and to be having fucking fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fight for that shit because we don't know. It's a short span, and hopefully, like that radiates, to our friend circle, to our kids. Like you gotta live a little. You gotta live a lot every second.
All day, every day, baby.
Figure out what makes you happy for real, and do that.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it takes. I'm a motherfucking philosopher.
And on that note, DJ Jam. DJ J Jam.
J Jam.
PB and Jam. Well, guys, make sure you go Follow us on YouTube if you haven't watched this episode.
We're fine.
We do look cute today. We're looking cute.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm like comfy cash.
Yeah, I was kind of overcast today.
How do we always get the same memo? Why are we both wearing baggy pants and like?
We're Beyonce House of Darion. We have the House of Darion fucking alert system. But it's a built-in alert system. It doesn't matter what we never discuss what we're wearing. It always goes together though.
Every time. Someone the other day was like, "Did you guys plan this cheetah look?" I was like, "No, we didn't. No." Like, what do you think? I fucking called her and said, "Hey, today
we're going to dinner. So, what are you going to wear?"
You're gonna wear cheetah print? Oh, me too.
Crazy.
What the fuck would we look like doing that? That'd be crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, follow us on YouTube. Also, go check out our retreat. We just launched 2 more retreats in Costa Rica. So come hang out with your girls in February 2023 and get your natal chart reads, do some healing, do some twerking, do some explorations, hang out with us.
Eat healthy,
get better, feel better, look better.
find friends.
I just feel like people look better too. If you want to get like a real quick fine
it's
reboot,
like plastic surgery.
It is.
It's like the ultimate Botox.
Our retreat is like Botox.
It's like health. It's Botox of the whole
Mine
spirit.
it's like Juvederm for your life.
It's Juvederm for your spirit. In like unlimited syringes for 5 days.
So many syringes, but they don't hurt.
The non-surgical Botox of Costa Rica is so crazy. I came back looking 8 years younger.
Yeah, then the effects last for like at least 6 months.
If you go to the jungle and just nestle your feet in, you'll get so beautiful. Look.
Young again.
Just lay in the sun for 5 minutes.
Costa Rica is plastic surgery.
Fuck plastic surgery. Go to Costa Rica.
Fuck Dr. Miami. You only need Costa Rica.
Honestly, I do look sexier there.
Absolutely. Me too. I'm moisturized immediately. I'm hydrated. Constantly.
I'm happy. I'm like floating.
I'm moving.
Yeah.
I'm just moving, you know. Anyway, click the link in this episode description to check out to book your next Botox Costa Rica
non-surgical Botox trip.
And
check out our Patreon to be on our close friends and be included in our Discord community. There's a lot of things happening over there. There's doing some fellas. There's a lot of things going on.
Yeah, you've heard us talk about Discord a few times on this episode. If you don't know what it is, it's a community over there. So download the app, click the link for Patreon, and we'll add you to our Discord, which is very much popping. And
find friends in your city, like-minded people.
There's a lot going on. It's been the Hories section on Discord has been going nuts this week. I don't know if you've seen it. It's shifted. There's a shift in the Hories section on Discord.
I think I saw a little bit.
I was like, whoa, okay, Yoni. We don't need Yoni XX no more, huh?
They said we're going to get it in all chat. And whatever one it sounds a little bit XX.
Oh, my God. Anyway, we love you guys, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.